I have a stack of books because it is time for my 2025 end of the year wrap up. So let's begin with the recap of all my favorite fiction and nonfiction reads for each month, starting obviously in January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, and finally December. Now, when it comes to my favorite fiction read for 2025, there was a couple of contenders. I really thought that Marrow was going to be the one, but looking over the list, Monstrilio and James really reminded me how much I love those stories as well, and it was a struggle, but I ended up going with James. And actually, I'm pretty sure that Erasure was my favorite read from a couple years ago. I have a feeling that I am going to love pretty much everything that he writes. Now, when it comes to my favorite nonfiction read for the year, it goes to Inventing Latinos. Did I mention though that I read 155 books? Very few were DNFs, although I probably should have. My least favorite fiction read of the year was Palo Alto by James Franco. It was crap. And then on the nonfiction side, it is going to be another celebrity writer, the celebrity memoir Down the Drain. Less crap, but still not completely my thing. If I'm going to call out a celebrity memoir in 2025 for being amazing, it would be Cher Part 1. I cannot wait for Part 2 to finally come out this year. And to kind of prove that I'm not only reading celebrity written things, when it comes to my favorite memoir for the year, I would have to give it to this one, In the Garden Behind the Moon. Little bit history, especially given things that are going down right now. This was a poetic read that covers grief and also art, something that I felt I sorely needed for this year. Now, the short story collections that I read for 2025, it was also hard to pick what my favorite was, but when looking over the list, I had to award my favorite short story collection to this weird sci-fi techie collection of somewhat uncomfortable stories. The World Wasn't Ready for You. Now, one of my goals that I started in 2025 that I plan to carry over into 2026 is to finish a series that I started. So of all the series that I tried to catch up on in the last year, I think that my favorite is actually going to go to, and I'm devastated that this is a duology. This is an amazing alternative history that includes zombies. This story is not only action-packed, but it is a really great look at America considering the time place that it's in and the different characters that it tries to focus in on. Basically, I'm saying if Justina Arlen wants to keep up the series and give us tons and tons of books more, then you know I'll be there for it. This is the face of someone who has finally finished up their wrap up for 2025.